Griffin. I'm 26 years old, and my nose is a major casualty. Growing up in Fort Wayne, Indiana, it was a pretty normal childhood. I was a big kid, so I went through that phase where I had a little bit of troublemaking, I just found myself in the wrong situation, so you get hit in the face a lot. I got involved in a couple altercations, like playground stuff. Many times I had to call my dad, explain, hey dad, you gotta come meet with this teacher, you gotta, pick me up from the hospital. When I was 15, I was at a party, and the first thing I know, I'm just getting hit. But essentially, it was just 5 guys just laying into me. That was the 3rd time I broke my nose, but that was when my septum was deviated to the point that actually affected my breathing almost completely. Come from a line of doctors. My father was a doctor, my grandfathers, they were both doctors, and I hated it. I never wanted to do anything medical. I wanted to be Indiana Jones. I wanted to be, on the front lines. So I graduated high school, and then I joined the military. I was up in Spokane, Washington doing some training, and was out with a couple buddies. Ultimately, I make fun of this bartender enough that he gets his feelings hurt to the point that he has bouncers throw me out. I walk around for a while, and then I see this really well-lit bar. It just looks nice and warm. So I walk in. As I step through the doorway, I just get, a haymaker to the face because it was the same bar, and I didn't really know I was walking back into it. The next morning, I had to go to work, and I looked in the mirror and realized just how bad it was, not to mention all my buddies just, astounded at how crooked my nose was. So my only real option was to try to straighten it myself. And I just tried smashing my face as hard as I could. Might have helped a tad bit, but that was the last time I tried that because it hurts so bad. So as soon as I got back home, I started calling doctors, and only one doctor could do it in that time frame. So I went, and he essentially told me that I'd get the surgery, I'd have a straight nose, I could breathe out of it, and it wouldn't wiggle. And now I have none of those things. I can't breathe out of my right nostril. I can't look in the mirror and say that I have symmetry, and my nose kind of wiggles when I talk still.
Meet you, buddy.
I know.
It's all right, I had an advantage. I can breathe.
I've just finished my 2nd tour in the Middle East, and it sucks having to go in a desert environment and breathe through your mouth.
It's challenging to reach my peak, I guess, But while I'm home, I'm just gonna try to get this fixed somehow.
The last thing I want to do when I'm trying to save somebody else's life or trying to preserve my own is worry about being able to breathe, so I really want to get this surgery.
You wanna come with?
I've been in LA. I'll definitely go out there.
Never been to LA?
No.
Ah, dude, let's go. Dude's trip.
Hello, doctors. We have Griffin and Josh.
How you doing, Doc?
Dr. Nassif, how are you?
Griffin, nice to meet you. Pretty good.
Terry Dubrow, how are you?
Pleasure to meet you.
Josh,
Yeah.
how are you?
Good.
Terry Dubrow.
Have a seat. Great.
These guys are fit, huh?
Try to be.
Of course they
Yeah.
are. Are you active right now? In
Yes.
the military?
Yep.
So give us a little history of what happened to you.
I started wrestling in middle school, busted my nose pretty good doing that. Had some pretty bad trauma playing football, possible breaks. And then when I was 15, I got assaulted.
Really?
Yeah. And then fast forward a couple years, I'm in Spokane, Washington, hanging out with some friends. Kind of blinding punch was thrown. He hit me with the right, kind of broke the top that way.
Wow,
So-
this is gonna be a really complicated
Well,
nose.
there's scar tissue in there. A crooked nose is one of the hardest things to fix because sometimes the bones can only be manipulated so much, and also it could have so much cartilage memory that it could look great right after surgery, then a month later, return to it being crooked again. So let's go to the exam room. We'll take a good peek at your nose.
Okay, sounds good.
You guys are awesome.
I definitely need this surgery because I spend, the majority of every day helping others. This is just one thing I can't help myself with. I need somebody else's help. So I'm hoping they'll give me some good news.
Don't you ever just look at them and just want to go smack it over?
Every day.
Okay, so you actually have a depressed nasal fracture too.
Yeah, the bad.
Really?
Yeah.
This is the most deviated nose I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah.
Griffin is one tough son of a bitch, and he's got the nose to prove it. Let me just take a quick peek inside here. Put your head back. A lot of cartilage has been already previously removed from your septoplasty. So I need a lot of extra cartilage to reconstruct your nose. I'm also gonna probably need a little bit of tissue.
Okay.
Because of this depression over your bones. So I might make a little small incision just in your hairline way up here.
Okay.
You won't even see it.
What are the chances you're not gonna get into another kind of...
This would give me a really good reason
Yeah,
to,
you better not.
to
Walk
use
away,
my
my
words.
friend.
I've never been a confrontational person. It's always just been predicaments I've got myself into. I've probably had a little bit to do with that too, but this is definitely gonna be my last surgery. I'm wondering if they take a piece of my scalp and they put it on my nose, is my nose gonna grow hair?
It should.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. I'm here to see Dr. Nassif. Today is my surgery day, and I'm not really looking forward to the recovery. You know, it's a week of just swollen face and bandages and secretions. It's just not, it's not a good week, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run.
Today we're going to harvest a segment of Griffin's rib, then open up the hood of the nose, reconstructing both sides and reducing the hump on his nasal bridge. Then, using rib cartilage, I'll reconstruct his septum and nasal tip, giving him a more functional and aesthetically pleasing appearance.
How's it going?
Good, how are you, Griffin?
Pretty good. Here to see Dr. Nassif. Today is the first day after my surgery. I'm really looking forward to see Dr. Nassif. One, just to kind of hear him break down exactly what he did. And then two, I'm looking forward to seeing how he thinks it's gonna look, you know, once the bandages all come off. Hey, what's going on?
My friend! Oh, look at you all bruised up. You got a little bit of
a little tussle last night. I won't know.
How you feel?
The rib's a little bit more tender than I thought, you know, but I mean, it's taking the focus off my nose, so.
Let me take a peek at your rib there, my friend. You must have had some trauma to your ribs. Let me tell you the reason why I'm saying that. You had a calcified rib. Usually when you're 65 years of age, you get more calcification. But in your situation, I don't think obviously it's your age.
Yeah, no, I doubt it.
So you had some trauma to that area.
Gotcha.
Always been a physical person, so it'd be really hard for me to just pinpoint exactly what that was from. But I mean, as long as there's really no bad side effects aside from harvesting cartilage for a nose job, I'm not that concerned about it.
Your nose looks fantastic there.
Cool.
Drop your chin a little bit.
Sure.
Now, I'll tell you one thing. Your nose was pretty darn straight when I was finished.
Yeah, cool.
Especially this side here.
Yeah.
And you took some heavy wax there.
Yeah.
So, overall, I'm very happy with the way your nose turned out.
Great. It's great news.
I hope for Griffin's nose that he becomes a pacifist. No more fighting. Keep everyone away from your nose. All right, my brother.
Cool.
Take care. I'll see you later on.
Thanks.
It feels great to be able to breathe again. I mean, just going for a run when I take like a deep breath, get just that reassuring feeling like I don't have to deal with this hindrance anymore. I mean, it's really good to have my old face back and have a functional nose for work. It's an active job, you know, and just being able to breathe makes it easier. I invited Josh to meet me at the park. We're gonna go for a run. Josh has known me for a long time now. He saw me with a straight nose when we first met, you know, and I'm excited for him to see the end result from the surgery.
What's up, man?
What's up, dude? How you doing?
Good, real good.
Yeah.
Breaking this thing in.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's great. It looks good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, I like it.
Straight?
Before surgery, my nose was a casualty. It was crooked, I couldn't breathe, and it was harder to do my job. Now after surgery, my nose is completely straight, it's fully functional, and it's no longer a distraction at work.
Dr. Nassif hooked it up, huh?
Dr. Nassif hooked me up, man. He's a good guy.
Good guy.
Like the doc.
Yeah.
Kind of own like a case of beer at least.
Minimum.
What do you think? We'll go for a run?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Couple push-ups?
Yeah.
Rock on.
Hell yeah.
You know, if a situation arises where an altercation is unavoidable and end up having to get another rhinoplasty, I'm definitely going to Dr. Nassif. But I'd like to avoid that as best as possible.